Do you want to catch more fish in the fall? Here are 5 easy steps to catching more fish in the fall. Step 1. For step 1, you want to find good structure. And good structure means by piers, rocks, oyster beds, anything. The fish like to stay right there. So throw a live shrimp and you should be fine. Like I said in the first part, you need to find structure. But if you can't find piers or jetties, you should be able to find some type of oyster bed or anything. Just walk in the water and throw you out some live bait. Artificial works good too, but live bait will always work. If you want to catch fish like this, you need to catch a good time. And by a good time, I mean morning or evening. Either one works great, but evening works best for me. All you need to do is cast out your line and you should be fine. When fishing in structure, you're probably going to break off a lot. That means you need more gear. But like I say, if you're not going to snag, you're not going to catch a bag. Like a bag limit. Let's go. Also, just try to fish the bottom. And when you fish the bottom, you should get more fish. Like flounder, redfish, black drum, and more. But a popping cork or a regular cork works good too. Step 3, one of the most important steps. When fishing for bigger fish, that doesn't mean bigger bait. If you want bigger fish, that means to cast farther and you should get hit. And also, when I said live bait is the best, cut bait is also a good bait to use when fishing for bigger fish or any fish like redfish, shark, black drum, and many more species. When fishing with bigger setups, you are gonna need bigger weights and bigger line, heavier line, and a bigger reel like this one. This is a 6,000 size reel, and that is a 9-foot size pole. You don't always need a super big setup. And also, another thing about step 4, fish with a friend or just somebody, because you might not always get a fish because it's fishing, not catching. And when fishing for fish, you might catch something odd like this turtle my friend caught. Hold up, let's get on step 5. Step 5, a really important step. When you are fishing, you need to find more locations. And by more locations, by more spots. So that means if you're not catching nothing in this spot, you need to go try another spot. There's many places to discover and many fish to catch at different places. Just because you're not catching one at this spot, you're gonna catch one at another spot. Fish are everywhere and they stay everywhere. So cast the line and keep casting and maybe you'll start catching. And like I said, when you are fishing, you're fishing, you're not catching. And if you're not catching, just because you're not catching doesn't mean you should stay in that same spot if you think it's good or somebody recommended it to you. There's so many places to discover, so discover it. As you're discovering and as you're casting, you should get to catching and get that cooler full so you could get more cooler like the fish, you know? But like I said also in the other step, always take people's advice. Even if it's not working that day, somebody gave advice to you. The advice is gonna work someday. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe the other day. It's gonna work because they fished there before. And when you're on a big fish, make sure to keep your rod up and your line tight. You never want that fish pulling the hook or breaking you off. So keep it steady and keep listening to people give you advice. Keep that rod up and that line tight, and you got your fish good. And make sure someone around you, or you, if you're on fishing on a pier, you have a net, or anywhere that's a drop. Because if you don't have a net, it's going to be real hard to get that big fish up. But you will find a way. Because there's always a way. When fishing for big fish, make sure you keep that line tight and that rod up and down. I learned this from a man that has good advice, and when good advice comes, you learn more. So keep that rod up and down and straight, and you're lying tight so the fish won't come off and pop off. Let's go and pop off. Also, if you can't find a good spot to start off at, a good place to find good spots are Google Maps, FishBrain, or asking the locals. You don't gotta spend the money in to get your line scrumming. Also, a bonus tip. If you want to find bait shops, all you need to do is go on Google Maps and look up bait shops. It's that easy to find your best bait shop or your go-to bait shop. And your bait shops will always give you good advice because they are the locals. And they will give you the best advice to use, what bait and what hooks and everything. They might even hook you up on some free stuff. Also, when you're fishing, make sure you get a safe release. And if you're fishing next to the water and your fish isn't swimming, make sure to revive it. Swimming it back and forth. People might say it's not good to do back and forth, but back and forth is the way to revive it. And the fish will get revived soon if you're fishing close to the water. But if you're fishing high up, just throw it down and the water will go to the fish's gills. It should be good. But make sure to always keep your fish alive when releasing it, because you never want to release your fish and it laying upside down dead. You always want to keep the fish good, and when you're doing this, reviving it, make sure it kicks and is off. And make sure to have fun when you're fishing. If you're fishing alone, with somebody, or nobody, fishing is always a good habit and a good hobby, a good sport too. If you wanna relax and reduce stress, it's always good and calming to fish. So when you're fishing, always make sure you have fun, even if you're not even catching. It's fishing, not catching, but it could be fun to catch and fish. When fishing fresh or saltwater, it doesn't matter. These tips will always help you catch more fish. And fresh or saltwater, it doesn't matter. Both are good to fish. I always hear people saying this is better than this. They're both good to fish in, but I recommend salt because there's more action. But no matter where you live, no matter how close you are to water, you always will have a good time fishing, fresh or salt. And they're both good places to fish. There's never a bad place to fish. When fishing, you're fishing and trying to have a good time while doing it. And catching is the cherry on top. So just fish, have a good time, and your line is flying. And when fishing, patience is key. Patience will always get you far when fishing, because when you're patient, your line is gonna be not patient, and it's gonna be screaming and moving and going down and up, and your fish is running. Well, these are all the tips and tricks I have for you while fishing, and I hopefully you can catch your big catch soon, and you know what to do now with these 5 easy tips. Well, thanks for watching all this. It really helps me out, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'm not asking for it, but if you like this, more content will be soon, and you will get more content soon and more help soon with fishing. So thank you for watching. Goodbye and tight lines.